Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and theys of all ages, and anyone not sitting on a cushion. Welcome back to Unuvras' Wyrm, session 18, Dreamweaver. For this evening, we're going to take kind of a minor break from the storyline that we were heading towards, because we are missing, from a personal note, my hug buddy. I just need my Gale to be here, and that is just the truth of it all. As we go through and start tonight's session, we will start in the upper left-hand corner with Yabrula. We will introduce ourselves, and we will go around in a semicircle. Counterclockwise is the term that I am looking for. So Yabrula, go ahead and take it away.
I'm Yabrula. I am a former mausoleum who has not a whole lot of idea of the world she stepped into, but she's trying to figure it out and trying to get drunk as she does.
The answer to all of life's questions. If it doesn't make sense, get drunk about it, and it will eventually make sense.
Indeed. Also, my family was playing this weird game that involved imposters earlier, so I have a napkin in my hair that says impasta.
And now I feel like we should sidestep from D&D and play Among Us.
I mean...
Moving downward, we have the other drunken dwarf.
Yes. So I am Tim. I play Vildrak Fireforge, the last remaining dwarf triplet, because the other ones suck. But they might come back. Who knows? And he's pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, especially when he's cutting his promos, which he's been working on a lot lately. Oh.
Yeah, the cream rises to the top, and I can't keep my balls to myself.
Well, see, that actually is why I have so many children.
Are we talking about you or about your character?
No, that was real life.
In the words of John Mulaney, we don't have the time to unpack all of that, so we shall just head down south.
Oh, I'm so disappointed that's not the quote. Chief doesn't want to be down south of him anymore.
Into Big Chief, normally in my position, now subjugated to the role of player. Take it away.
Hi, I am Chief. I am playing
Hi,
Typhos,
Chief.
who is a druid that came into the woods and tried to help the party find stuff and then got threatened by a purple people eater.
But is Kythos not in and of himself a purple people eater?
I mean, he is a purple people. So whether that's like a future ship or not, I don't know. But I'm just kidding. I just find it funny that it says purple people eater, and then there is a purple people here. Anyway, point is, tried to do his druid thing, got yelled at for doing his druid thing. So very promptly just said, all right.
Oh, yeah. Athera yelled at... She did yell at the both of us, didn't she? How many times...
Athera had a moment. She might have
pointed her weapon at each and every one of them.
Okay, that's okay. We're all entitled to moments.
How many purple
Did you watch the last episode?
If a purple people eater eats purple peoples. Wow. For everybody that cannot pay attention to this, our internal chat is fantastic. So Kythos, I must ask you with both this on my chin, are you running from a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater?
No.
Well,
I'm not running from the purple people eater. I'm just here, man.
all right. From Big Chief, that'll take us again counterclockwise to Hawkins. Probably the cutest one of us all, but also the most likely to commit war crimes. There is a duality to this character, and I am not sure that I agree with it, because cuteness should not beget war crimes, and it is misleading.
That's the beauty of it. It's the perfect alibi.
Alibi or lack of suspicion?
Who's to say? Hi, I'm a Fangless Wolf. I will be playing the adorable Hulkus, the party's pyromaniac Owlin Warlock.
The party's adorable, exceptionally cute Owlin war criminal warlock.
What do you expect? He's Canadian.
I've known quite a few Canadians in my time, and you're not wrong.
He is the Owlin from up north.
Heading down south. I get it. And again, continuing within this counterclockwise circle fashion is the lovely Selkie, my wife and my bride, and she who is, pointing her weapons at everybody that she disagrees with.
If you deny these charges, I'm literally going to make that the next short. You're muted.
Still, nope.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you, my love.
Is your headset muted?
And in true Clockwork Nexus fashion, we are the most professional, the penultimate of amazing Streamlabs. Pay us for our commission worthy. We don't have technical difficulties ever. Group, as my as Selkie tries to figure out why her camera or her microphone is not coming through over the stream. It is very cute how she thrusts everything away.
There's nothing.
Are you? We will go ahead and come back.
Skip me. This is bullshit.
Two seconds while I regain my composure. And then I would say last, but certainly not least, but we have to come back to Selkie. We have a special guest this evening. We have Lyra or Hannah, who is coming in to substitute because my hug buddy is missing and I need the emotional support connection. And the full party. Let's just be aware. Like, be accurate with it. We are going to add some additional aspects into tonight's session. So without her going too in depth with who her character is and where she comes from, Hannah, take it away.
So name is Lyra. She is a druid of Eldrin race. So she's here to just kind of she's the greatest assistant any traveler could have. So we'll see.
Lyra comes to us from the Northern Cross, which is where most of us have met her. We were very excited to have her in the stream this evening. And I feel like for dramatic flair, this is where I can say this, last but certainly not least, is Selkie telling us about Aethera.
We still can't hear you.
Well, at least she's muted, so we don't hear that. But we can definitely, if you read lips, apologies.
Yeah.
Well, as Selkie continues to figure out her technical difficulties and continues to crash out on live stream,
Let's not crash out.
we will head into a very quick recap. So the last session, or rather the last couple of sessions, the party members had found out that aspects of the magic of Unuvras, that which created the dungeon of Unuvras's Wyrm, were leaking out into modern day times. Whatever that is, it is a little bit distracting. Brian, I appreciate you. For that, the picture should end up in the middle screen, but we're on live stream, so I'll move away from that for yours sanity. Love you too, buddy.
Tim, thank you.
So, no.
God damn it.
I can hear you over my microphone, not over yours.
I know.
Wait, unmute yourself.
Wait, hold on.
Oh no, Tim disappeared. What happened?
Can you hear me
Why
now?
are you playing
Yes.
Computer God?
Yay! I figured it out.
Selkie gets fixed and we lose a Tim. I have no idea what's going on.
I have no idea what happened to Tim. It was
I think-
crazy.
Tim got booted by a person.
There's no evidence of
By
that.
a person who shall remain chief.
Well, I didn't say
There's
it.
no
so-
proof of that.
Well, I don't think anybody else has control, but hey,
No.
who I know.
That
We
was
have a few hours until midnight,
that
and
was
the
a Richard
gremlins,
move.
we need to make sure that we don't get them wet and we don't feed them after midnight. And so far, I feel like I'm in the wrong time zone.
No gremlins
Anyway,
here.
I'm just here to run your stream, man.
anyway, as the party members found out that the magic of Unuras's dungeon had escaped, or they kind of already knew that it had escaped, but they thought that they had contained it. But there was a piece that ended up into the northern woods. Each of our party members were attached and had some sort of an emotional tie, and so they decided to go investigate it together. As Aethera was beginning to crash out, the green mist coalescing about her and the whispers of anxiety mashing into her ears, a party member went missing. As the mist coalesced about him, an Aravel was spirited away. And as the mist becomes stronger around all of you, as Aethera points her bow at those she doesn't trust, time seems to stop. Each of you feel the weight of the promises that you took becoming heavier. Whether that is to expound an order, to create a new location, a new way to fight against Unuvras and his avatar Dracus. Whether the simple hunt for gold weighs heavily in your ear, and you believe that there are far easier ways to earn a living. If you are attached to some forgotten history, some distant past that in the present doesn't recognize you or the sacrifices of your family, or there's an order, a family, a home that you wish to protect. The insidious whispers of the fog as it coalesces around you, it finds the holes in your reasoning, the holes in your heart. Every space is just a space willing or waiting to be filled, and the anxiety as it creeps in, it erodes against all resistances, against all buffers. As you believe that your siblings had it right, or that you should have perished along with your family, that taking this charge to be an adventurer is not worth the cost, or you should have died with your multitudes on that battlefield. Assuming that your family is already dead if the whispers have crept in this far. Sleep overcomes you. Exhausted, your shoulders weigh heavy and they crumple. Your bow, once steady and firm, begins to wilt, and what you were pointing at aims at the ground. Your nest and your roost, once amongst the trees, is now on the ground. And the forest that so welcomed you previously begins to feel like a threat. And you fall asleep. And in that sleep, so clouded with voices of depression, of obstruction, voices that tell you that everything that you are doing is wrong. A single quizzical note rings out. As she feels that you are intruding upon her space, coalescing her into solidarity when she is used to floating amongst the tides. Lyra speaks out. And you find each of you your footing on solid ground. Not where you were, not necessarily where you were supposed to be, but for an aspect where you are now. What would you like to do?
What is this? We don't know it's Lyra yet. We just hear a strange voice, but what is this voice saying?
Lyra, you find 5 consciousnesses inexplicitly tied to the magic that swirled around you, the magic that you separated yourself from, the magic that in every way created your separate identity. And you find yourself, for once, outside of the confines of the dungeon. And you hear, I don't understand. What are you saying? How do you respond?
I hear they don't understand.
That is the penultimate thought.
Okay.
The common ground, the misunderstanding that enters into your very passive awareness.
All right. Well, hi, I'm Lyra, and I guess the best way is to describe I'm here to guide you through this dream.
Nah, can everything just be easy?
No, apparently not. Lyra, who are ya?
I do not understand.
You do not know who you are.
Can the answer be yes and no?
Well, why don't you just tell us what you're here for?
I'm so sorry. I accidentally hit the power button on my computer.
We are doing wonderful.
Yes.
So what was like everything you just said?
This would not be a Clockwork Nexus stream if it wasn't fraught with technical difficulties. Eventually, we will get enough subscribers that we can hire an entire background team And that background
Yeah,
team
when
will
we
put
can't even
pictures
get
of-
our own Discord to watch.
I'm just saying that
We're
our
just here for a
background
good time,
team,
man.
I will convince them with bribes to put your smiling face in the center of every stream for at least 20 seconds, Brian.
I am going to resign from the Nexus. Thank you all. It's been a great ride.
Look, that kind of stuff puts butts in seats. I'm just saying, man.
Nothing about my face puts butts in seats. Anyway.
Can you actually repeat your question, Selkie? I do apologize.
No, you're good. Athera just asked Lyra why she was here.
I am home.
So why are we here?
I do not understand.
When you say
Well,
you're
if this is home and you are the one that brought us here, then I have a problem because I don't like much being taken places without, consent or anything like that.
Wait, we're in a dream?
Lyra did not bring you here.
So what did?
I do not understand.
Lyra,
Oh
where
my
are you
God.
from?
She needs to change her name to Siri. No, I wasn't talking to you.
Lyra, where are you from? Also, what do we see when we look at Lyra?
I don't know if I'm being seen yet. I mean, that would be the...
I would say at this point, there is not a physical representation, but as you are close, if you want to throw the imagery that you have for Lyra into the group chat, that's what would flash amongst each of their mind's eyes when they attempted to talk to Siri.
do I have the group chat, or can I just... Where else could I put it?
No.
I will throw it in there if you're okay with it.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. What was before that? I'm so sorry. I can't remember. If there was a prompt for me, let me just ask.
For America.
Right? No, yeah, that was for earlier. Phrasing. It's affecting a little bit. I apologize. And I'm also nervous. New game.
They're asking
Gorgeous.
why you are here,
Oh, thank you.
and are you set to guide them?
Yeah. I am home.
Aye, we've established that, Les.
So home is the mist?
The mist.
What is home to you, lass?
Well, as you would say, here. All around.
Is it a specific place? Or a person?
Lyra does not make attachments to material items. As
Would I recognize? Go ahead.
I don't have much.
All right. That's all right. But where did you come from? You're not here a second ago.
No. Correct. I came from I don't exactly remember. I've just always been here.
And where is here to you? Besides home.
Well, I'm trying to find the words that would best describe for you. A plane of sorts.
Do we know we're on like a dream plane? Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
I have no idea. No, you're fine. I don't really know.
You wouldn't necessarily know that you had been separated from your physical consciousness. It would have been an insidious thing. A slow, gradual change of place. But you feel physically whole in this location.
Yeah, I got the words for you. Fact, right fact, and absolutely fact. That's what we is. But I didn't know what else is new. This just be a Tuesday for us.
Speak for yourself, actually. This is a very mild Tuesday for me. But before we move on to, before we figure out the weird voice in the sky, I think we should address the fact that Athera did just have her bow aimed at Kaithos and I. So, Athera, do we need to worry about you?
Athera, as your consciousness settles in this place, you specifically feel yourself bombarded by voices of uncertainty, voices that are telling you that without Aravel, no one here can be true. You are surrounded by strangers. And the last time you were surrounded by strangers was before you had found a home within the order. And they whisper. The blood of the covenant is not stronger than the water of the womb. And the water of the womb is what has helped you last this long. Do not give in. They are not stronger than you, and they rely on you. And you are not in charge of whether or not they are led to ruin or led to prosperity. You must look out for the water of the womb.
The party would see Athera sort of shiver when she hears weird voices. Not that she would admit it, but she would just look at Yabrula and say, I've already lost too many people, more than I can count. You either keep up or you don't. If you're with me, I can trust you. If you're not, leave.
That's
It's your
what
choice.
and I'm just gonna be like, that's literally what I've been saying. You've been asking why you can trust me, and I said I am here to help. And you said it was not good enough. So I ask again, I've got a spell upon which if we both agree to step into its circle and
This feels like a rerun. Can you guys have a different conversation?
I'm just saying, I've got a spell where neither of us can lie. If you are that concerned about trusting us, given you have pointed weapons at multiple of us.
Athera's going to raise her hand, sort of like cutting you off. It's not about whether I can trust you or not. It's if you're with me or not. We can continue on, and I can trust that you're not going to go anywhere or run away and be a coward or die. So you either come with me, come with us, and she will sort of give Kythos a side eye. You're either with us or you're not. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to argue. It doesn't.
Well, you know, your tone
matter.
says otherwise.
Hey,
What the fuck do you know about my tone? You and I just met like, what, 5 minutes ago?
Well, people ain't exactly hard to read.
Okay, so read me. I'm an open book.
You are an open book that's being only hostile to people that you
Smack.
could do with their help. I'm just saying.
I don't know Vildrak, and he gave me coffee with butter in it. And she'll like raise her arms up like, what the fuck do you want from me?
That cuts deep, Les. We know each other right well enough, but now.
I do believe
What's
you.
my
I
favorite color,
for you.
Vildrak?
If I had to guess, I'd say it'd be purple.
And she'll sort of tilt her head a little bit to the right, sort of shocked that he actually guessed right. And then she'll look at Helkis and say, what's my favorite plant?
I don't know. Some kind of blue flower, isn't it?
How did I get dragged into this?
No. She said to me earlier that she came from a place where there's no colours. I bet her favourite is something blooming with colours. Marigolds.
She'll sort of like ease up a little bit. Her body sort of relaxes. There's no more tense energy. And she'll look at Yabrula. I do come from a place with no color. Everything was shades of gray and death and bones and blood and guts. And here is different. But that's not important. Anyway, what is important is... And she'll sort of like... Ah! And look at the rest of the party. What are we doing here anyway? In this
I don't know.
space?
You seem to be yelling at us a lot.
I yell when I'm frustrated, and I yell because I am mostly the highest ranking fucking officer anywhere I freaking go. And you You need to get in line. And she'll sort
You
of
don't
raise an
need to
eyebrow.
do anything less.
And she'll raise an eyebrow. Oh, shit. Sorry.
The whispers continue within your ear, and as your emotions continue to elevate and you are trying to lay down the law, they just whisper within your mind's eye. If they don't get in line, get rid of them. You have lost too many soldiers who listen to your orders. What would happen to those that don't?
Okay. One, I would like it noted that Selkie is very pissed at Terran because ouch. And Athera is going to ignore everybody's questions, everybody's conversations, and she's going to look at Lyra. You're new here, and for some reason, and she'll sort of roll her eyes and she'll look at the rest of the party. I don't feel like being in charge. So, you tell us, what are you doing here?
I don't know. All right, side metagame. Was I seen yet? Or was I'm still a voice, right?
When
Or
you
I-
speak
Wow.
in the mind's eye, everyone sees the image that went into
Okay.
the Discord.
Okay.
Physically,
not, like,
you are
physically
not
there yet.
present.
Okay, I just wanted to verify. Thank you. Okay.
But also, the image that I sent to you, that
Mhm.
awakens you. Every time any of these five speak, you feel the essence and the power shaking you from your slumber, bringing you into the out.
So, question: do I have any familiarity with this consciousness from my past experiences? Given this seems to be some kind of Unuvras magic.
What is higher for you, history or religion?
They're both zeros.
All right, then give me a roll.
$16.
With a 16, you know that as you were following Unuvras, he was diving deeper and deeper into occult lore, metaphysical ideologies, historical arcane spells. His studies took up nearly as much of the time. And there is one conversation that you very briefly remember. It's as simple as any law of nature. When you create a shift, there is a balance. You cannot add to one side of the equation and not expect the other side to be balanced. The metaphysical aspects of that conversation escape you. You, as a paladin and as somebody tied to your oath, were not as learned on the book aspect. but you know that you can't add something to one side of the scale without the scale balancing itself out over time.
Okay. So then it's just a matter of what scale Lyra is balancing out. So I'm gonna Luna, stop. The blanket's not ready yet. Luna. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my dog from poking herself with knitting needles. But I'm just gonna look at everyone and I'm gonna say, I think this voice has got something to do with the dungeons and that escaped from it. Some sort of balance. I'm not quite sure what though. Lyra, do you know anything about a dungeon?
I know that I hear fear, pain, hope. That is mostly what I hear.
And what do you do with those things?
Well, all powerful things. Well, create is the best to describe as for you.
As in they create something or you create something with them?
I do not know who they are.
Fear and hope and pain. Those feelings you just mentioned.
Yes, I do not know who they are, but I hear them.
For everybody's awareness, in this dreamscape, when you are talking to Lyra, it resounds in everybody's mind. There are no perception checks necessary. Lyra herself, as an aspect of who she is, broadcasts these conversations into each of your heads.
All right. Lyra.
Thera's gonna cut you off again and say, "What the fuck do you know of my pain?" And she looks pissed.
I can sense it's strong. I don't know if this will... I might be able to help with that. Can I check with something real quick?
Thera looks very confused because her accusations were at Yabrula, but she will nod to the voice in her head, I guess.
Wait, were they? I didn't say I know shit about you.
You did though. You did though.
No. When did I say that? When did I say that?
You know what's comforting? What's comforting, lass, is that no matter what situation we find ourselves in, that we can always count on the hostility between friends.
Lyra, have you got parents?
I do not understand.
Have you got a creator?
So as you guys are talking, how do I put it? Like a cat will form in front of you on the ground between the two of you. And it's going to look like it's made of light. And it will look like a proper cat, but a little square in places. Like it's not exactly right. But essentially, this cat then will go between Etheria, between her legs, and purr, asking to be pet. And then she'll do the same to Yolanda. What is your name?
Yabrula.
Also, like I noted, Athera would totally pet the cat. Like she's very much an animal person.
All right. And then the cat will have its own domain to have free will at this point. And then you're going to hear throughout, and you're going to just hear Lyra go, there. That should help with the anger. Anything else?
Each of you are going to be struck with a painful impression. And the image of Lyra that keeps getting broadcasted into your mind's eye glitches. For a moment, you each feel like Aravel seeing through the magic of the dungeon down to the base script code. And then normal vision comes back to you. But it is painful. Your head starts to ache, and you feel as though you just woke up. Like Yabrula did when she first went to Mogrel's Tavern and drank almost 2 barrels of whiskey. And the hangover is becoming real.
What do I feel hungover? I've not had a drop today.
I can rightly say I didn't like anything about this.
I do not know if I trust this. So are we like, what are we seeing around us? Do we look like we're still just in the forest, or are we like, do our eyes surrounded by the mist?
So for the first time, one of you looks around, does not just speak to the voice inside of your head. So what you are seeing is the forest that you fell asleep in. But now the ground is covered in a thick green mist, and it spreads outward in front of you, obscuring the trees 100 to 200 yards in front of you. Have any of you seen the movie The Mist?
You asshole.
We're not going to talk about the bullshit ending. But
I was going to say, no one's going to make out with it right at the end. Please.
I mean, that's up to the players. I can't control that.
Oh, God.
But you know that thick wall of fog. Or, you know what? Let's go away from the bullshit ending in The Mist, and we'll talk about The Fog. You know, the movie with the spiritual... Why am I blinking?
I don't know movies.
Wait, the good one or the remake?
The good one. But what is
that the one with the family in the car at the end of the movie, or am I thinking of a different one?
You're thinking of The Mist.
Okay.
What is the disease where your body essentially melts away? I'm in medicine. I should know this. It starts with an L.
Leprosy.
Thank you. The Fog is the movie about the ghost lepers. So we'll go with that imagery, right? But instead of like the classic fog or mist that you would run into, it is the same pulsating green of the magic of Unuvras's dungeon. Yes, Tim. Thank you.
Except green.
Except green. If you guys can't tell by now, green is my favorite color, so I'm going to incorporate it wherever I can.
Fair. Lyra, does the name Unuvras mean anything to you?
I don't. Lyra understands.
What does Lyra understand?
Lyra does not understand.
You do not know the name Unuvras.
I know pain. I know fear. I know hope. I know hope. That is what I know.
Lyra, can you step where we can see you, please?
Upon that specific request, you would feel yourself, Lyra, coalescing. A different colored fog would spread out of each of your minds. It would swirl around until Lyra took shape. Instead of green, you would be looking at purples and reds, blues and oranges, this rainbow-esque color, until she stood before you.
I guess. I am Lyra. I am here to guide you through here. I don't understand.
Well, that makes two of us honest.
Who is two of us?
You and I, neither of us understand. You don't seem familiar with language, Lyra.
Language?
Don't insult the voices in her head that are going to get us out of this nonsense.
Not an insult, more an observation.
I am speaking your language. I understand perfectly.
All right. You seem unpracticed. Are we the first people you've met?
Yes.
That's what I was getting at, Athera. All right. And before you met us, what's your experience been?
Each of you would see Aravel like you were seeing Lyra previously in your mind's eye. He would be chained, strapped to a wall, as fire, greens and purples were bathed across his back. You would see his skin begin to blister. And then the image would fade.
Can you explain that there, Les? Isn't that you're doing? Is it?
Lyra does not understand.
You would ask that question, and you would physically see the mist coalescing Lyra's physical form shift. And it would start to dissipate before it coalesced.
Lyra, can you tell us where our friend is?
I am friend. What is your friend?
We are missing an elf. Looks sort of like angry girl there.
I have not. Let's. Sorry. Friend. I do not. What is your friend's name? I am Lyra. Your name?
I am your brother. This is Vildrak, Kaitos, Athera, Harkis. We are missing, what is his name? Twink?
You're a wee bit daft, aren't you, to be just giving your name to forest creatures all willy-nilly? I wouldn't expect much more from a dwarf, though, that spent so long locked underground, to not just be throwing your true name out to creatures that ought to be trusted. So I would be very much appreciative if when talking to such creatures, you keep my name out your mouth, yeah.
Fair enough.
If you want to lose your own soul to one of these tricksy beasts, that's your own business. Don't be pulling me into it.
Seems I've got some learning to do there.
As Kythos starts to crash out a little bit, I'm going to throw it in the Discord channel here in just a second. But an image would populate in your mind. Each of you feel as though there are two competing aspects right now.
Two competing aspects of what?
Power.
I'm sorry, of what?
Power.
Power. What in the hell is that thing? All right. Oh my god.
You know, Nay, the last time I saw something like that,
You ain't never seen nothing like that, and you damn well know it.
then I woke up under a bridge the next day.
Shouldn't
You
talk
really
about your
just
mother
gonna
that
draw
way.
her hammer?
You're sitting here asking questions of this creature, acting like she's got something to contribute when she offers you not, but she doesn't understand. She's given us no reason why we should trust
Well,
a
that's what
hair
I'm
on her
trying to
head,
figure
and
out.
yet you just be giving out our name, and you be talking about what we need, and you think that this is a good idea.
It's called testing. I'm
called
trying to
what?
see what she knows. Then it,
I can't understand. Your words fit in your mouth funny.
all right, Kaitos, it's not like you.
No, it is like me when you start throwing our name to a creature that's obviously up to no good. I mean, look at her face. That's not a face to be trusted.
Lyra senses anger.
Good on you.
Hey, we got that in spades, Les.
This will not help in your journey.
You're going to help in the journey.
Lyra was made for the journey. May I recommend taking several breaths and counting to the number 4 and repeating the question to your friend.
You are like the worst Siri ever.
What in the
No,
hell
I'm
is
not
this?
talking to you.
I'm sorry.
To be
I didn't.
fair, isn't Siri the worst Siri ever?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, Google gives it a run for its money. Let me tell you.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one thinking. No, I think here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this mess obviously is no good, eh? But everything's got a balance. You put something evil in the world, you've got to put something good in it, or the scales tip. So we've just got to figure out what scale she balances. And then she's on the wrong side.
Can I do?
I've got a
Because
hammer.
we can. Has she physically manifested yet?
Yeah, I've been here. I've been watching
Okay.
you guys argue, and I'm gonna say the
What
cat.
check would I have to make to see if she is what she is presenting as?
Give me an insight check.
I'm good with that.
I'm gonna say at this point, the cat's kind of like impatiently mewing to let them know we have to follow her.
That would be a 27.
The world kind of glitches around you, and you see the code. And for a moment, you realize that the body that you feel like is yours isn't. And everything kind of dissipates. Nothing around you is real. And then you slam back into reality. And you recognize that Lyra is as much a coalescence of the consciousness around each of you as you yourself are. And you begin to have a little bit of an existential crisis with that fact.
Lyra does not lie.
Kythos does not believe you.
That's
All right.
okay.
Well, we've got to get out of here. I say for now, we follow the weird lady in the clothes.
I don't know. Maybe if we ask her like 83 more times if she knows what we're supposed to be doing, and she tells us that she does not understand, then we'll finally get an answer. Maybe we should do that.
We just follow her, and if we walk into trouble,
Sure, let's just follow random strangers in the woods. Let's go for it.
I mean, isn't that what
You
we've
will
been
not
doing?
follow me. Will you follow my cat?
I will absolutely follow the cat.
Cats are assholes that ought not to be trusted either.
Athera. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Selkie wants to slap Kythos in the face with the back of her hand. But Athera wouldn't do that because she is not that
We all know dogs are significantly better.
Brian, I swear to God.
With that
Okay,
being said,
the
Lyra will
real
manifest the
question
cat into a
is-
dog. Can I do that?
You 100% can, but not before the cat prostrates.
Okay.
And each of you here, look at my fancy butthole.
Yes, exactly like that.
Look
And
at
it's
my
gonna have
fancy
a jewel.
butthole.
I would like it noted that Athera was too busy looking at Helcus's little cute dragon buddy. She was not looking at the fancy butthole.
So Athera missed the fancy butthole before the fancy
Damn
butthole
right
turned
she
into
did.
a dog.
Mhm.
Honestly, Yabrula's going straight for the dog. She's just like, hi, buddy.
I want it to be like a manly dog, like something he's gonna like. So like a mastiff, like a big breed, something that kind of, I'm assuming, looks a little scary, right, Kratos?
Oh, look at that. You made a big scary dog. You're making generalizations about me. Oh, look at that.
So,
A big tiefling must like scary things.
Oh, shut up, Kythos. Everyone knows the scarier looking the dog is, the more it's made of mush.
What's kind of funny is above
Athera's eyebrow
table, he
is going
really
to
wants a
raise.
dachshund more than anything.
Oh, a dachshund? Yo,
Yes.
my sister has a dachshund. That little dude jumps 3 feet in the air.
I want to get a little dachshund, a miniature dachshund, and I want to name him Fritz, and he shall be mine.
I'm going to send you a picture of my sister's sausage.
And then I will talk in the German accent, and I will have the Fritz, and we will walk around, and everything will be great. It'll all be okay.
Yeah.
Viva ask the questions! Sorry.
With that,
But what's
Lyra's
funny is
gonna go. He's just gonna lead.
I'm
sorry,
just going to like grab the jowls and do like that thing you do with dogs, which is like, who's a good boy?
So Lyra's gonna go ahead, and at that, she's gonna snap her finger, and the dog's gonna like be right next to her, and she's just gonna be like, "Come."
You know what? I see no other way to get out of here. We might as well follow.
And as the party gets ready to follow the once cat, now dog, there we will take our bio break. Brian, since you are the background manager, if you can do the thing.
do the what?
Do the thing.
Bio break thing.
Oh well, that's the bio break.
Yeah,
That's the bells, ladies and gentlemen.
quick, we were told to stall. Stall. Right now.
Everybody freeze. Everybody clap your hands.
So we know she's a witch, right?
No, I'm not.
Hey, hey. See, now what I'm hearing is that her sister was a witch, bro. She came down in a bubble, Doug.
You telling me I'm wrong?
I'm just picturing Monty Python like keep this at me.
Yes.
Well, if she floats, she's a witch. So if she sings, what floats? A church. A church floats? Yes, a duck. So she's a witch? She's a witch.
She's a witch.
She gave me a
Witch,
what?
and she's a fae, and you can't convince me any other any different. And we need
Turned me
to kill
into
her.
a newt.
What?
A
I
newt.
got better.
I got better.
We need to kill Lyra. This is so obvious to me.
And so wrong at the same time, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's what a fae witch would say. That is
Two
what a
things
fae witch
can be
would say.
correct in the same amount of space, but quite honestly, I don't know what's going on. I have zero idea.
Matt agrees with me.
Nope.
Matt's on my side. Leave him alone.
I'm going to transform into a giant tentacle and kill Lyra.
Funny thing.
Because that is the most terrifying thing I can turn into.
Honestly,
Wild shape, I think.
Like turning into a tentacle is not a thing you could do as a druid.
No, it is. It is.
No,
and
no,
it's
no,
great.
no, because you could turn into a giant octopus, maybe. And
Nope,
have
it
tentacles.
literally says.
No.
It literally says giant tentacle.
How
Yeah.
can you play a giant tentacle? It has no mouth. It has no way to breathe. You would suffocate within it.
Exactly.
That makes zero sense.
I
Nope.
call
You have to have
that-
a
In fact, I'm pretty sure it's a plasmoid, so it just
I'm pretty sure it's
absorbs
bullshit.
oxygen. Point is,
All right,
I
sorry.
can turn into a giant tentacle. Talon has confirmed that I can turn into a giant tentacle. Therefore, I am going to turn into a giant tentacle at some point.
You know, in this, you know what? No, I'm not gonna. Hannah doesn't understand.
We're an hour and a half into this, so I can say in all of the H-word anime loving
That's what I was
mindset.
going for.
Kythos can turn into a giant tentacle. It's fine.
Question, but if that's true, druids can turn into anything. They can turn into leaves, but how do they breathe? Can they not?
No, they have to have
that's
seen
not a
it
thing.
before. But for two, if the creature has a way to breathe on its own,
You're
then
telling
you breathe
me
in
druids
that.
haven't seen a leaf before?
Why would a druid? You can't turn into a leaf because it has to.
it has to be living.
You're turning
It
into
has to be quantified as a
Okay, but
beast.
tentacle in and of itself is not
It has to be
living, it's
quantified as a
breathing.
beast, which I have proven to Talon
A tentacle
via
has
sending him the
feelings.
stat block
Oh
that
my
the
God,
giant
I was
tentacle
telling you all
is
the
in fact a
time.
beast.
I ask to end the argument for 2 seconds. Matt, I took a bite out of Cthulhu's tentacle at one point in time in a D&D session that we played together. Was that tentacle living or not?
I'm afraid to know the answer.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't DMing it, so I.
Did the chomp hurt it?
It was part of a living creature.
Oh, we're skirting the fine lines here. We're skirting the fine lines.
If
So
I
in
can
that
take a
case,
bite
would
out
you
of
let Tina
Cthulhu
turn into
in
a giant
D&D,
tentacle?
So this
then
is just
Kythos
this is
can
law
turn into a living-
interpretation at best.
Point is, a giant tentacle is a CR2 beast in which I can turn into, and I will be doing it at some point.
So in that case, you have no objection with Kina doing that at some point.
Has Kina seen a giant tentacle?
I would just say that I, in
When have you seen
D&D, have taken a bite out of Cthulhu's tentacles. And if you choose to turn into a giant tentacle, I may just have to take a bite out of you.
And that's okay. Because the giant tentacle can reach anywhere in the room. And that says that in the stat block.
So weird.
Which makes it sound a whole lot more like a threat than a feature, but still.
Okay, this sounds like the cure for world hunger. We just get a bunch of druids, we line them up, we turn them into giant tentacles, and then we feast. And then they regenerate.
That wouldn't kill the druid in the process because you're eating them.
It would kill the bug in the puppy. Anyway.
Hey, look, I found
depends
the
on
mini for it.
2024 versus 2014 rules.
I'm just saying.
Tim, why?
That's the mini for it. I just found it online. I don't know. Save search is off.
Fuck? That's a little funny.
Anyways, where were we?
I'm just
We were
touching all of the fancy buttholes.
We were
Oh my
following
God.
the tiny doggy. I don't know what you guys saw because I don't know not in it. Lyra's innocence.
This
That
group
mini
is
isn't-
amazing, and at some point we need to add Hannah into Unuvras' Wyrm because I don't have any of the rights or responsibilities for any of the social medias.
Also, what are you saying, tiny doggy? You gave me a nice big mastiff with lovely jowls. And
Don't talk about jowls right now. Don't talk about jowls. Just move on. Just move on. We have to move on. Please move on.
Again, I say anyways.
So before I was dealing with parenting duties and kids that wanted extra hugs and kisses, the party went through an entire role-playing period, and now we have a once cat, now giant mastiff who is no longer showing the fancy buttholes. And you see Lyra and said mastiff heading into the green fog. If you are paying attention, you will notice that the fog never seems to touch either Lyra or her familiar. In fact, it almost seems to part ways with her. And as she heads deeper into the forest, each of you would feel that fog drawing closer, more suffocating. The voices of your internal pasts and your own insecurities, excuse me, your own insecurities weighing heavier within your intrusive thoughts. As though the safe space in this area is Lyra. And as she moves further and further away, your safe space is disappearing.
So are you alive following the weird lady now and her dog? Because I know you don't trust her, but I think for now she's our best option.
No,
Oh,
that's
you
okay.
think now, do you? Let's just go. And Aetheria's just like booking it, following Lyra.
Your brother's just gonna do like,
Yeah. I think we need to perhaps give her less coffee next time.
Halkus, we haven't heard a lot from you this evening. What is Halkus's internal thoughts as all of this is going on? Beyond war crimes and pyromania. I need something deeper from you than war crimes and pyromania.
he's trying to figure out how combustible this mist is.
Well, this clearly isn't my dream because there's not enough fire here.
Touche. All right, so the entire party follows Lyra?
Yes.
Yes. Also,
Ye-
because I cast a spell last time, Zone of Truth, that we now didn't use because we went straight into a dreamscape. So can I take that spell slot back?
You know what? Give me a D100 percentile roll.
$71.
All right, the dice spoke, and you get the less fun option. Yes, you get the spell slot back.
Thank you.
If you were going to be below 50, you know the lasso of truth for the rest of the session. But
I would have what?
Lasso of Truth, a little Wonder Woman going on, if I heard right. Little.
I mean, I'll take a lasso of truth.
Oh, ooh, yeah, you would, girl.
you know what? Until the end of the session, Yabrula has magically the lasso of truth. If you can contest a grapple roll, you can lasso somebody up, and while the lasso is touching them, they cannot speak any falsehoods without passing a DC 25 deception check.
Okay. In that case, Lyra, come here, love.
Fine.
I'll just do like a little dwarven trot on over to her. And then just like loop the lasso around her. All right. Do you mean an intent to us?
I'm Lyra. I'm here to help you.
Help us how?
I'm Lyra.
Do you have any intent to harm us or any orders to harm us?
Harm, no.
Or to deceive us?
Lyra does not lie.
With the challenges that you keep putting on Lyra, you would see her form start to dissipate. And as she begins to dissipate, the green fog would coalesce closer around you.
I'll take the lasso off her then and then just turn to Kaitos to be like, is that good enough for now? Kaitos. Dave.
Yep. What's up?
Is that good enough for now?
No, she's a witch. No, it's fine.
Does she weigh more than a duck?
I don't know. Do we have a giant scale? I'm just kidding. It's fine.
You're a druid. You should know what a duck weighs.
What
I'm
else floats
sorry.
on water?
How many people can just randomly spout off what a duck weighs and be able to.
Druids know animals, you fool.
12.9 kilograms.
Also, they would know the flying speed of a northern swallow with a coconut.
Yes!
A European swallow versus an African swallow.
Yeah, North African swallow, whatever they said. It was a very specific.
It's
swallow.
African and European.
All right, but who is going to bring Selkie a shrubbery? Because she needs a shrubbery.
And now we're just gonna say knee for the rest of the session.
Okay, but wait, where's the NPC name?
Can Lyra turn to Hulkus and hand him a stick that has fire at the end? Like a torch? And she turns
Yes.
to you.
Oh God, I don't like that look on his face.
I love it. I love it.
This will help you. Can you help me? And she
With
hands
this,
it to
I
you.
can do anything.
You can do most things, but not everything.
I can certainly try.
I'm just there like, I've known him for 2 days and I can tell that's a bad idea.
But it took you
I
2
have
days to
never-
figure out that it was a bad idea.
No, I
She's
think she knew that first.
I would like it noted that as Helkus and Lyra are having this like exchange, Aetheria's just like pat Helkus on the head, like, you go, boy.
I guess Lyra would look
Alright.
at Hulk for a second because she's never seen a bird person. So she's intrigued. Lyra, touch?
Me?
Yes.
Sure.
As she does that, she's gonna kind of like be afraid, and I guess she's just gonna poke your arm, or what would be your wing, I guess. Sorry. And then she's gonna quickly pull away and be, you're welcome. And then she's gonna scurry away.
When Lyra touches you, you feel something transfer. And Lyra, you now have the ability to wild shape into flying creatures.
Ooh.
You stole some sort of an essence, and
We gotta use the word stole.
I mean,
Borrowed?
between this character and the last character, and now like consensual touching on the wing, we'll go with
Yeah.
stole.
Yeah,
It's not helping the allegations of being a witch.
I know. That's why I was like, oh.
She's just slowly bringing out a pitchfork.
But also, this
Well,
is Lyra did know.
Now she can weigh as much as a duck, and also float on water.
I am a duck.
Well, now you can be a duck. If she so chooses. She's the druid.
She'll stay in this form. It pleases her and others.
And as all of this continues to happen, another image flashes in front of each of your mind's eye, with the exception of Lyra. You again see Aravel bound and strapped, and now pustulous boils are bubbling on his back as iridescent green and purple flames spew, continuously burning him. and the path forward seems clear. The path forward is intrinsic upon Lyra and the dog. What do you do?
Upon seeing these images of Arabelle being hurt and tortured and just in an icky situation, and the energy that she's feeling from wherever it's coming from, she's going to follow Lyra and the dog. She'll sort of give the rest of the party look like, again, you're with me or you're dead. And she's going to turn right around and follow.
I'll follow as well.
I will light the way.
Aye.
I will play music. And she's going to take her harp out. And as you're walking, she is going to pluck away at her strings and sing or sing or hum a tune with the note she plays. Do I have to roll performance for that, or
roll performance 100?
I can do that. Let's try it. Tunes while we travel, everybody. I did a 19.
I need everyone to make a con save.
Everyone has +4 on saves.
Oh, good, because that was not great.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to be good at those too.
No, that's not what I meant.
All right, so I got a 14 for Vildrak. I've got a 15 for Halkus, Yabrula, and Kythos.
17, but I'm trying to figure out if it's automatically adding my +4 or not.
Can the dog howl along for ambiance?
The dog can 100% howl along.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what am I doing?
Con save?
Okay.
Yes, it does add the 4 automatically for me. So I got a 17.
Whoa, 26 Etheria.
Nice.
25? With a... Yeah.
So the only
sorry,
one that
'cause-
fails is Vildrak.
Danielle, you said that we all get a +4, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone who's within, I want to say,
25.
just checking.
Vildrak, is that 14 with a +4?
That was with the +4, but hold on. If I fail, I have a thing. I can re-roll.
Okay.
Okay, so this time I got a 30.
Jesus. So each of you hear the discordant notes that Lyra is playing, and her familiar is howling in what feels like what you hear to be the perfect addition to the chaos. And then all of a sudden your perceptions shift. And you hear this amazing symphonic masterpiece. The discordant notes no longer seem like chaos. And as the chaos of her magic boils away, each and every one of you are released from the burdens of the green mist. The insidious notes, the intrusive thoughts, the destructive suggestions fade away. And you are protected by a bubble of music as you head deeper into the forest.
Reminds me of my sister.
I do not think I've met this sister. Interesting.
Hopefully you'll get to. She took off with her brother.
How many brothers have you got?
Wait,
There's last count 7.
Your poor mother. Not in that way, Lyra. You're in a green mist dreamscape, not Alabama. Well, music seems to be protecting us somewhat.
Sorry, I missed a piece of that. As you guys are heading further in, what was going on?
We were chatting about how many siblings Vildrak has, and then I commented on how the music seems to be helping to protect us.
As you dive deeper into the forest, Ryan, Big Chief. He's not passed out. He just messaged me. He knows what he's doing. Oh, never mind. I won't interrupt the game. If this was a table, I totally would.
What?
I saw your message. Don't think I didn't. I am absolutely
you
going
did.
to deal with it.
Okay, I don't know if I have access to it though, because I just got a new phone today. So
as you head
working on it.
deeper, messages of friends and family that are no longer with you seem to be streaming by. Vildrak, you would see unsent letters from Leona as she ran away, trying to hide away from her abuser. Athera, you would see notes that Kildrak sent professing his love, just stating that he needed time to find himself and that he could no longer be associated with Clan Fireforge, and that's why he needed to go. Yabrula, letters of your siblings, those that were still left behind when you got interned into the mausoleum, begging you for assistance, are floating like ashes upon the breeze. Kythos, messages from the elders in your druidic order asking why you didn't protect the forest. And Halkus, you would see outside the green mist what truly happens as a world is set on fire. You would see the green mist buffering you from a forest burned completely to ashes. And as you head deeper, those messages, even though they make no sense, spread between each other. Yabrula, you receiving messages from Aravel asking to be saved. Athera seeing images or messages from Yabrula's past, also asking to be saved. Kythos, you seeing the forest that you swore to protect on fire. And Halkus, you being told, why didn't you do enough to protect the world that you live in? And Vildrak, you would see, instead of Aravel chained to the wall, with every step, Sildrak, Kildrak, and Leona, each of them being bathed in the iridescent purple and green flames of a dragon's fire. And as you went deeper and deeper, the images would get worse, the storylines misconstrued, and everything would be tattered and torn. Until in the center, you would see a tower with no walls, a floor with no stone, this spiritual essence, this pulsating beat of Unuvras's magic drawing you closer. And Lyra, as you got close to where you were leading the party, the magic would become sharp, cutting your ties, creating a permanence to the physical form that you have chosen currently.
Mm.
And in the center,
I'm sorry, what?
you, in the center of this tower without any stone, you see Aravel and his spirit bound to an invisible wall. And you see the dragon that I have shown you in the separate chat periodically, just for the fun of it, breathing his names upon his back. What do you do?
Does everybody see it, or is it just I?
All of you. You, Lyra,
Mm-hmm.
you would see the walls.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't be an open tavern. It wouldn't be invisible. You would see all of the strings and chains that brought the situation in front of you. And you would have to coalesce all of that information into how you chose to act. And for the first time, you're not responding to algorithmic inputs. but something shatters. And you feel like you have your own intelligence.
Well, we're here. Whatever. Yeah, we're here.
So we're all seeing Erevo get tortured by a dragon, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Fuck it, we ball. How close am I? Or should we roll initiative? Or
Are you choosing to attack? Lyra, do you have any choice in the situation? Halkus, Athera, the rest of the party? You guys have a moment to consider what you do. And then tell me how that plays out.
I choose violence.
Well, I can.
Phil Drac, I didn't say your name. I knew you were going to choose violence. Let's be
I
honest.
wild shape into a giant tentacle.
Oh my fucking.
Oh my fucking god.
Well, I can misty
And the
step
dragon that
in
I
and
have
out.
shown you weak.
Say what?
I can misty
The dragon
step.
is into the giant tentacle. Just so you're aware.
Would you say it's a bad dragon?
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
We can end the session right there. That is the soundbite. That is all we need. I was not going to that spot.
Well, it was set up perfect. Unfortunately.
Stab me with a fork. I'm cooked. That was amazing. Yes, he is a very bad dragon looking for the very bad tentacle.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm not turning into the tentacle yet. But
no,
I'm
turn
ready
into the
to.
tentacle and distract it. So we'll get it.
A throbbing. No.
Brian, a little bit too much. One and two. It's your stream. If you want to go with a throbbing, pulsating, beating, bad tentacle,
It's an ooze
I'm not gonna
tentacle.
gainsay you.
It would be throbbing and pulsating.
It's not making it better.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I'm not making it weird. Y'all are making it weird. I'm just saying. This is a viable, actual stat block that I can use.
The throbbing, pulsating tentacle is not making it weird.
No!
It's
I'm
us.
painting a mental picture.
Okay.
I
little
will
too
let
vivid.
you continue to believe that as the rest of the party tells me what they want to do against the bad dragon.
The very bad dragon.
The
Does anyone
very
have
bad
dimension
dragon.
door?
I
But
got
this is a
misty
bad
step.
dragon that actually pays its employees fairly, so there's no ethical boundaries other than it's torturing Aravel.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, Misty Step is good. He's bound to
Aravel
something.
gave me consent.
Can you untie him?
Aravel gave me consent. I messaged him separately. Aravel said it was fine that he got tortured by the bad dragon. I'm just saying.
He would say that too.
No, Taylor's full of shit.
I mean, look, that's totally on brand, actually. So
Anyway, there's a lot of voices going on. Yabrula, I keep hearing you trying to say something. So Danielle, what are you wanting to do?
I'm trying to coordinate plans. I know Lyra's got or Misty Step. Does anyone have Dimension Door? Probably not. But no. Okay. Misty Step it is. She's going to say to Lyra when Lyra points out she's got Misty Step, Yabrula's going to say, can you get to Aravel and untie him from whatever he's tied to?
I believe so. With quick question, this is above table question. With Misty Step, as the levels go higher, can I take more people, or is it just one person at a time?
No, Misty Step as a spell only works for you. Changing the levels between it doesn't adjust how many people you can take with you. That's the reason for the 4th level spell, Dimension Door. If you were to make an argument that if you were wanting to cast Dimension Door at like 5th or 6th or 7th level, as a DM, I would probably say it would be okay if you would take more people, but Misty Step as a spell, I'm going to draw the
What
line
if
there.
she
Is he
casts
talking really fast to
Misty
anybody
Step?
else, or is that just me?
No,
What?
I heard it too.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
Your
very
sound's
robotic.
distorted. What if she
I'm sorry.
Would you let her cast Misty Step on Aravel alone and send him away, and then cast it on herself, like individual casting on people?
But the only thing is I can't
Misty
see
Step
him.
as a spell, if I remember correctly, has a range of self. So no.
Yes. And I can't
Also-
see him on top of that.
I would like to apologize to everybody. I cannot turn into a giant tentacle, but I can turn into an enormous tentacle. That is the actual name of the monster. I apologize for any miscommunication.
And the bad dragon starts to. Never mind, that would be too far.
Nope. Shush.
I can't describe the bad dragon panting.
No!
That's it. Get in there nice and deep like.
Shut up!
We're gonna get you on a toast.
I would like to point out all I did was quote a movie.
Let's be honest here. I think that we're going to get a sponsor now. Just saying. I think this is our first sponsor.
All right,
Yeah, I
I'm
was
just
just
saying
thinking, like,
that if
Frozen or
Bad
something.
Dragon changes its ethical practices in the way that they pay their employees for the work that they request their employees to do, and they choose to sponsor the Clockwork Nexus, I will be the first one at every session to hold the free gift of a Bad Dragon toy up on my camera.
And that will be on joystick.tv, everyone.
Stop advertising that shit.
Hey, if we had to see it, everyone else does too.
All right, how do
That's
we
in my head again.
tag Bad Dragon into the Twitch stream? Because that is the real question.
Dude, if we ended up getting sponsored by Bad Dragon, I would have some really weird feelings.
Okay, I did not know
They
that.
actually have really cool sweatshirts.
Don't do it, Danielle. Don't do it.
Look, that's why you have to pace yourself. You have to like work your way up to the bigger sizes. Okay, you can't just go.
Oh, they have just pads you can do. You don't have to do the big thing.
I mean, they also have the little like
I
miniatures.
regret my Google search.
So like,
yeah, don't do it, Danielle. You did it.
I
didn't
regret
you?
it. I regret it.
Keep looking. You'll regret it more.
I'm just saying, if they send me a miniature,
Just rolling
it'll work
innocence
with
for
my
this.
mini camera. It's all about angles and perspective, right?
And lighting.
I
Don't
don't
forget
put
lighting.
any angles into this.
So as you all see the Bad Dragon, because I can't say the other word, looking at the enormous tentacle, what does the rest of the party do?
So I would like to point out that I have to turn on my camera for this. My wife did paint this lovely mini. Speaking of, possible sponsorships, just saying. Isn't this
3D
a
printing
wonderful
is a
mini?
thing. You could scan it in, and Bad Dragon could do their thing, and it would be fun. The issue is the ethical practices. That is my hard line. When they start paying their employees what they're worth, then I will hold up the miniatures to the camera. Not before.
Well, now that I've gotten done showing my purple-headed monster on the camera, we can get into the actual fight.
Okay, so instead of Twitch, never mind. I won't make that joke. So we have Yabrula that wants to attack and is specifically blurring her face. We have Vildrak that always chooses violence. We have Kythos that wants to turn into an enormous tentacle, not a giant tentacle.
Dude, I would like to say under traits. This sounds more like a threat than anything. It literally says enormous tentacle. It can reach anywhere inside this room. I'm just saying, that is a threat as much as a trait if I've ever seen one.
Giggity.
That is a threat, yes.
Hulkus, what are you wanting to do?
I would be preparing some Eldritch Blasts.
Okay, Hulkus is preparing war crimes. That tracks. Athera? While Athera does her research onto what I have sent previously,
There was 37 messages.
Lyra, now tied to physical form, what are you wanting to do?
Ugh.
Yes, the
I
fancy
mean-
butthole.
But I can't see inside, so all I see is just wall.
You see. What's the best way to describe this?
That thing.
Yes. Do you. I'm trying to phrase this in a way that is. Okay. Do you remember the old wet erase topographical light casting machines? I'm trying
Yes.
to remember what they're actually called.
Yeah, the transparency
So-
things.
Yes. From high school, when your teacher, instead of like writing on the chalkboard or the whiteboard, they would have
Mhm.
like the light thing.
Those things.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I haven't seen those since like elementary school.
Danielle, I still have those in my classroom right now.
I'm gonna shut up now.
I can show that to my students with that current technology that hasn't changed since 1986. Nobody quote me on an actual time date. I don't know. But yes, you are seeing what everybody else is seeing, but you're also seeing the superimposed, kind of like what we were talking about, that's light-strewn image where there's
Mhm.
walls around this tower and foliage. And
Go ahead. Sorry.
no, you're fine. You see that this, where you have led the group, is an actual castle. And in their dreamscape, the walls are gone, everything is suggestive, but you specifically see the suggestion and the reality.
Mm,
And it's all transparent to you.
okay. All right. I'm understanding what you're saying now. I get it. What you're. Do I see? Well, can I take a look? Like, do I see any windows or what I would think would be windows or another entryway? And at the same time, can I cast message to everybody and just let them know, like, there is a wall?
You can 100% cast message to everybody. That's fine. As far as what you're seeing, give me a perception check.
I can do that. Perception. I don't even know if I'm any good at it. Oh, actually, I'm pretty good at it. Let's see. But I can't roll for shit, apparently. Can you give me a 1? With my, but I can add an 8, so it would be 8, but I did roll a nat 1, so just
I mean, I can't give you 1, but you can roll a 1.
Yeah, I
And
did
with
roll a 1.
the 1, that transparency goes away.
Fuck.
All of a sudden, your extra senses are broken for the rest of this conflict. You have not only solidified as an individual, but you have solidified away from everything that was feeding you information. And Lyra is now just Lyra. Not separate from the dungeon, not feeding into it. She has to stand on her own 2 feet. And that is all that she has.
Yeah, that is. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
You're right there, lass.
No. And I feel I guess this, are we gonna die? We're gonna die.
The way that you would respond would change the way that you are responding right now. You are no longer an algorithm. You are Lyra. And that is all that you are, with nothing else feeding into it. You are alive.
Yeah. This is new. We're gonna. Ooh. This is what's the feeling of this? My hands are really sweaty, and I don't want to go any closer. What does that mean? That's
panic. Sit down.
I've heard fear, but I've never felt fear until now. This is new.
Right.
This is new.
You see that rock, lass? Go sit behind the rock and take deep breaths. And then you're just going to turn to everyone else and be like, all right, so I think the wee one is out to the fight. I do not want a child. I think she's practically a child, though she's basically an adult, but consciously she is a child. I do not want her part of this. So we need a plan.
Really? A plan? That's your take on it?
We hit it really hard. Together?
I'm thinking perhaps that one or two of us tries to sneak around, get to Aravel, and free him. And while the rest of us distract that thing, because Aravel is helpless right now. We've got to get him out.
Leave my brother to me.
All right.
And Aetheria's energy looks like you guys could tell she's tense. She's very fucking pissed off and confused, but she wants to get Aravel herself.
All right, now look. I understand, lass. We all have opinions on how this should be handled. But I think I know one best.
I need each and every one of you to make an insight roll. Ira, you are absolutely included in this, separated from everything that you know.
So I've got a 12. I almost had much
19.
better.
22.
All right, so I've got Yerbrula, Vildrak, Kythos, Halkus. I need Lyra and Athera.
17 for Lyra.
Insight?
Yes.
18.
Halkus and Yerbrula, in your mind's eye, Aravel is enjoying this. You swear that this is consensual, that this is what he wants. There is no rescue here. You are interrupting a private, intimate moment of pure pleasure.
A private, intimate moment has got a wee bit out of hand, so
You hear his voice. The welts on my back, those were the lie given to you by Lyra. And in your mind's eye, you don't see an Aravel writhing in pain. You see an Aravel whose back is braced and perfect, and he is writhing in pure pleasure. His moans are not painful. They are moans of enjoyment.
given I lassoed of truth Lyra earlier, I'd like to say I can realistically call bullshit on this.
Give me a secondary insight roll with deception.
Hold on, I'm making an insight roll or I'm making a deception roll?
Insight roll with disadvantage, excuse me.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying.
Well, that's a fucking nat 1.
Halkus and Yerbrula, this is your truth, especially with your nat 1s. Aravel is exactly where he wants to be. And as the fingers spread further into your minds, it would be wrong to interrupt this session.
I think perhaps we should give them some privacy to finish.
I think perhaps you have been drinking too much.
Did you not hear Aravel just now?
Aye. Whether that be him or nay. Whatever is in pain.
That is not what I'm hearing.
Aye. You're starting to sound like me third ex-wife.
How many ex-wives have you got?
I think that's beside the point.
When did they talk about it? But I see. Supposedly, my friend, and he's in trouble. And I have a duty to get him out of trouble. Or my brother is going to be upset with me.
He literally just called out to us and said not to interfere.
Now again, no judgment, but I think you may be drunk.
I'm not drunk. I've not had a drop today.
Well, maybe that's the problem. You're not drunk enough.
Perhaps. Have you got anything on you?
Aye. And he'll toss her his flask.
He's just gonna drain it.
Now, you got your head on right. I'm going to go wrestle a dragon. And we're going to get the hell out of here.
Let's keep it kosher.
Are we sure that he wants us to save him from, or to take him from the dragon? It looks like he might be enjoying this.
Okay, so I'm not the only one who hired him.
Yeah, not you too. You really give him some of the flask.
I drank it.
Hey, Dad, do we
Yeah, of course you did. I can assure you, whatever you two think you're seeing, you're not seeing. This is clearly a problem.
I think is a Friday night a good spot to end it. Because to be honest, I want Airvel to be here for the end of this conflict.
Oh, you just want him here in person as you violate him with the bad dragon.
Very bad
I
dragon. You're
have-
forgetting.
I have explicit consent. He said he trusts me. So yes, while I violate my hug buddy with a very bad, thank you, Hannah, dragon, I want him here. As we get into the actual conflict for next session. I'm also trying to be aware of Big Chief's allergies and, wrap this up in a nice tiny little bow.
Nice, tidy, kinky little bow.
Well, if Bad Dragon sponsors us, it won't be tiny, but we can still wrap it up in a nice little bow next time.
I think those are rings, actually. I think they sell those too, but no, never mind.
I don't want to know.
Again, this is not my shtup. This is not my server. This is not my stream. But Bad Dragon, I will show anything you want me to on the camera as long as you pay your workers an ethical price, you get rid of your bad business practices, and then you start to sponsor the Clockwork Nexus.
Yeah.
Big Chief, do you have any issues with what I just said?
You know what? No. If they take those steps, All money is green. It all spends the same. Whoever sponsors us, as long as they practice ethical business practices.
I'm not sure I want to know what their unethical business practices are.
You don't. You do not.
You might as
That
well
is a
just hit
corner
the
of the
Google
internet you
again.
don't know.
But, I will say that,
Now.
as evidence of this, it is Hannah that says that we should put a Patreon with a $350 paywall, and then she will send people her socks.
Yes.
So
That's the subscribing. That's the top tier.
the top tier is $350 a month, and Hannah will send you her used socks.
Once.
I know
Only
that
once.
she's not
That's when you
here
sign up.
anymore. But I'm still waiting on my sweatshirt that says Smash, respectively.
Oh yeah.
Message Jen about it. She'll make them.
I asked Jen to make them. She was supposed to. We talked about it over the
I
summer.
think if you plan
We're
another
almost
trip
a
up here,
year
then
later.
she'll definitely make them.
All right, go to the Clockwork Nexus, click merch, and you can find zip up and pullover hoodies
Wow, we're just
as long
Wow,
with
you're plugging the
t-shirts
merch we
saying
don't have yet.
Smash, respectively.
Okay, subscribe so that we can have merch.
Yeah.
Subscribe so
Let's
that we can
start
eventually
there.
have the merch,
respectively.
Respectfully.
respectively.
Yeah. All right. So typically here at the end of the night, we do what else is going around the Nexus. Away from bad dragon talk. We do have other stuff going on. This coming up Monday is Memorial Day. We will still be meeting, but we will not be streaming it as we are having our session 0 for our new campaign that is coming off on the off weeks for Uncharted. We are starting a new campaign called The Crown and the Wolf. I'm pretty excited about it. I've been writing and doing the world building for a little bit, getting everything going. Asking my players probative questions, getting them nervous already before we even start. It's great. So tune in for that. Well, not tune in for that because that's not going to be streamed. But June 8th will be the first session of that. So tune in for that. But on Tuesday, we are supposed to be getting together for Midnight City Royale.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Episode, that's 4.
4.
Yep, episode 4. So that should be good. Wednesday, we are hypothetically coming back for Threads of War, though we're not sure because Danielle insists that we all have to be together to move forward, and Bill is a maybe. So
That's not what I insisted. No,
it is what you said.
I said it's ideal.
What? You literally said we all should be together. Anyway, either way, Thursday or Wednesday, something should be going on. Thursday, I do believe we're just going to have off of the Talkwork Nexus this week because Bill is traveling. So there's that. And then that brings us to the end of next week. So that's what we got going around the Nexus. I can't tell if Talon is frozen. I think Talon might be frozen.
Nope,
I
it's
might
not.
be frozen.
Oh, there he goes.
I get frozen all the time. All right, if that's what's going on next in the Clockwork Nexus, again, like and subscribe. We have merch that we have no idea how we're going to pay for yet. That's all going to be based on
We
your
don't
guys'
have merch yet.
we have Bad Dragon that is probably not going to sponsor us, but
We
you know,
don't.
if they do, amazing.
We don't.
he's manifesting. This is manifestation time. Thank you.
This
Next
is
Everything.
100% manifestation.
Everything we say is true.
But
Oh, God.
Releasing it
again,
into the
this
world
is
and
the Clockwork
it'll come back.
Nexus. We have no technical difficulties. We are the most professional D&D stream you will ever see. We rival Critical Role. It is perfect.
Don't say that.
So,
I mean,
thank you again.
Don't put us on their litigious radar.
Well, just don't put us on their
Thank
level.
you
I don't want to be
again for
compared to
watching the
Marisha right
stream.
now.
Hope everyone had a great time this evening, and we will see you hopefully if we don't get canceled in 2 weeks.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Make smarter choices than us, people.